Good morning. Namaste. Namaste, my friend. Thank you so much for requests and feedback. I've had some requests for some toe opening, ankle opening, some plows, inverted bicycles, and this one is for you for this via your request. Thank you so much. I encourage you to come with an open heart and allow yourself to feel free to move your body today. Sukhasana, your easy pose. Allowing those sit bones to root into the earth, rolling up on that pillow, bringing the palms of the hands to the heart center. Breathing in deeply to that heart space. And melting down and letting go. On the next inhale, together we are going to connect with 3 ohms, the primordial sound of the universe. Let go of judgment, release your voice, connect together, inhale. Beautiful job. Hands melted down. Rolling the shoulders. Opening up at that heart center, the anahata, the spiritual heart. Allowing ourselves permission to set an intention for this practice, why we're here. To me, I'm here to open my heart, open my mind, to grow. Whatever your intention is, hold that. Rotating those feet to the side, coming back, coming up to the knees. Toes, big toes, touching toes, or creating a little bit of space under the sit bones. This is a toe opening pose. We're opening up those toes, tuning into the alignment of our feet, whether our toes are pointed in or pointed out. We want them right under those, kind of really under those sit bones. You can move that meaty part away of the butt. Sitting back on the heels, feeling the knees and the hip alignment. Powering up through those 3 bandhas, those energy sources, that point here right between where women do kegels and squeeze, or for men it's right in the anus and the testicles, squeezing that in, giving like a slight little pelvic twinge in. That second point is right here in the abdomen. If you kind of create this small movement, you can feel it tightening that up, zippering it all up to the 3rd bandha right under the chin, creating that energy or becoming aware of it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. Just the awareness that there's these 3 points in the middle of our body that are muscles that create energy and hold this amazing energy inside of our body. Tuning in, if we're in our natural pose of typing or reading or driving or computer, whatever it is, tuning into that spine, rolling the shoulders back, elongating through the spine. If you want to, you can create a little bit extra energy here, holding here, lifting up, breathing, shining that heart center all across the room. And if you need to take a little bit of a break, if this is really opening your toes, you can come forward a little bit and let them down, maybe for a little mini child's pose. Come down and let your toes be free. Wiggle them out a little bit, circle them. On the next exhale, palms to the earth, raising our heart back up, coming back up to really open up those toes. We're spreading and opening our toes. Our toes, our feet are our foundation to life, not just yoga, to everything in life. Powering up to that core, tuning into those bandhas, putting a little bit of weight back on those knees, stretching those shoulders back and shining, feeling what it feels like to open those toes. I can really feel my toes opening. Breathing deeply, a Ujjayi pranayama, the constriction of the glottis, the breathing in, letting go, and that upper chest area. Breathing in, pushing the air through the back of that throat and pushing up. 3 of those. On the next exhale, allowing yourself to come down. I have a sad little puppy, Mr. Joy. His name is Joy because he's a Christmas puppy and he brings us the joy to the world. My name is Joy, who also looks like Yoda. Coming back up from that pose, little off subject. Finding pushing one foot out and then the other foot out. Finding a little bit of a seat, a little squatty. If you are thinking, no way, Shelly, there is no way I can do that, that's fine. You can come up here and you can find a little bit of just a squat right here, maybe like a lateral squat, just a little bit tuning into the feet and the ankles and the knees, tuning into the pelvis and the back, sitting here. Or if you really need to and you're just feeling like you can't do it, come all the way up to a mountain and feel rooted in the earth through the soles of your feet. But if you're feeling it, because once you're down here, it's not as intimidating to put that foot out, connecting to those 4 points of the foot, 2 feet and 2 points in the front, bloop, and 2 in the back. Connecting those, creating strength in that arch, pushing slightly on those knees away, powering up through the glutes and all the leg muscles, powering up, tuning into your feet if they have a tendency to roll back or forward. You can also use your back hands to guide you in the beginning as like little points. You're on like your little pedestals here until you can get that strength where you can hold yourself here. You can power back here. Feel what it feels like to push those thighs open. Elongate the spine and breathe. This is great to protect your knees and your thighs. Just opening up right here, allowing yourself to open. And like I said, if you need to come back or if you're at the mountain, be mountainous. Powering up. Putting the palms of the hands on the earth, powering back into the knees, wiggling those hips around side to side. Tuning into that body, rolling back onto that booty, finding a little bit of a butterfly here. Feeling the ankles, the feet, opening up, having an intention of opening up. We're opening up our feet, opening up our ankles. Hi, little Brownie. Tuning into the feet. A big reason we have a lot of feet and ankle injuries is because we become unconscious, not only spiritually, but we're so unconscious in our body that we don't realize how we're standing when we're standing. Becoming aware, feeling what it feels like to have groundedness through the feet, stretching up through the core, powering up through the arms. Today, becoming in tune with what it feels like in your body, tuning up. Intentions of opening the feet, opening the ankles, palms of the feet facing the earth, gently rolling back, engaging for a little half boat pose, rolling the ankles. You don't have to get so crazy and go all the way back. Just gently rolling and opening the ankles, spreading the toes, creating that Shakti toes, that energy within, tuning into the spine, powering through that core, waking up, moving the wrists along, twiddling the fingers, creating that opening, foot down to the earth, a plantar flex and a dorsal flex, back and forth. Feeling what it feels like when you plant down into the earth versus coming up. We're not really in the earth, but we're in the air. Feeling what feels good. If one of them is tighter or more sore than the other, being aware of that, knowing, okay, when I do this movement, my body doesn't really like it. Engaging the core, allowing that foot to touch the earth. Rooting up through the sit bones, elongating through the spine, rolling the shoulders back, rolling the ankle with intentions of opening, rolling the ankle back, opening the toes, creating Shakti toes, creating energy to plantar and dorsal flex, tuning into what feels good in that body. And at the same time, you're getting a great little core workout here. On the next exhale, engaging the core and allowing both of those legs to rise up, and you can sit right here at a little, creating energy in those toes. If you're feeling really rooted down, you can power straight up into a nice boat pose. Shaking is good. If you have to keep that slight angle in your back, that's fine. Powering up, feeling that energy within. Exhale, soles touching the earth. Mr. Jack is joining us. Say no, Joy. Rolling those feet back, coming up here to tabletop. Finding some cow and cats, rolling the spine, rolling the back, feeling the warmness of the spine. Ooh, my spine is feeling good. Rolling the hips, shining that heart center up. And tuning into the feet. Always tuning into the feet and the ankles with intentions of opening up the feet. Maybe like doing a slight little kick off like you're a dog or a cat in your litter box. Just like powering up, feeling those little muscles in the feet. Ooh, that feels good. It's small. You can do it with your wrist too. You're a cat. You're rooting down. I know this little puppy here does that. And I have this tendency to drop my bandha in my center. So becoming aware of that second bandha and that first bandha, those energy sources, empowering them up with that, creating that little bit of that movement. On the next exhale, releasing the left leg back behind you. Not quite yet. Tuning into that back foot, what feels good here. If it feels better to post up on the toes or if it feels better to release down. Checking into those arms if we have chicken wing arms, bringing those elbows in together, facing that foot down to the earth. Feeling what it feels like to be here. Creating a little bit of a bend in the knee, exhaling. A Ujjayi breath into the upper chest. On the next exhale, release the opposite arm straight out. And a nice little movement of bringing the knee and the elbow into the chest. Elongating them out for a nice dynamic movement. Bringing them in. Releasing them out. Coming back down to the earth. Rotating that foot. On the same side, on the next exhale, bringing your arm and your leg out. Tuning that back leg over the midline. Reaching back with our opposite arm, grabbing for that opposite ankle. Stretching up through the core and the spine. Releasing the opposite arm for a bended 3, warrior 3. This is the Virabhadrasana 3 on the ground, which is lovely. Feeling that spine and the twist, opening up that ankle, opening up that thigh, opening up that shoulder, dropping down, breathing deeply, soft bend the arm, Ujjayi breath. Exhale. Beautiful work. Exhaling, be careful on the extension, hyperextension of the back arm. Releasing the arm slowly down to the earth. Releasing the leg back down, rolling and settling back. What? Not quite yet, but in a little minute we will. Finding a little bit of a freeing little child's pose, devotional pose, if you will. Releasing your arms, sinking down. Feeling what it feels like. All that energy you just created. Opening those ankles. Opening those toes. Rocking back and forth. Coming back up to the hands for the opposite side. Releasing the right leg out straight. Tuning into the foot on the ground and the knee and the hip alignment. Tuning into the hip if it wants to naturally turn out or turn in. Tuning into the opposite arm. Releasing up, out, powering energy through our feet to our hands. Creating this feeling inside. And curling into the knee, into the elbow. Exhaling. Releasing, squeezing, tucking the tail and the chin in. Releasing up. If you need a little break, come back down for a little teeny rest. Inhale deeply. Exhale, leg and arm straight out. Bringing the right knee, coming over, hinged at the midline. Reaching back for the opposite ankle. Powering up through the shoulders, rolling through the spine. Creating a nice, beautiful, open Virabhadrasana 3 from the earth. 3 Ujjayi breaths. If you're shaking, that's good, beautiful work. It's hard work. Releasing that foot back, that arm straight out. Arm down to the earth, foot to the earth. Coming back a little bit on those sit bones. Creeping down, posting the hands in front of us, and settling with the energy that we created. Feeling the openness of our feet, the openness of our ankles. We're really feeling open. Maybe plantar flexing down from the top of your foot. Coming back up, rocking, engaging that bandha. Coming back down, feeling what it feels like with this nice and open spine. Taking a blanket or a pillow or a couple blankets. And all the way up. Down here, sitting on the side sit bone, rotating our feet up around us. Finding that blanket in a space that feels good. Do a plow, and if you are a beginner in a plow pose, grabbing a chair is great to start with. Slowly powering down with the soles of our feet, slowly rolling down the spine like it's a string of mala beads, gently touching center, shoulders, neck, and the back, and allowing yourself to lay here for a moment and just be engaging through the soles of our feet, lifting up for some nice bridge poses, engaging the core, feeling the strength here, releasing back down to the earth, feeling the strengths of your feet, feeling the strength of your ankles, feeling the strength of your hips, powering up, using the upper body as your feet, like the soles of our feet. Anything that's touching the earth is grounding into the earth, releasing down. On the next inhale, bending up at the knees, powering up, rolling that spine up, using these back arms to support ourselves for just kind of preparing here for our nice plow. Just rolling the spine carefully in and carefully out, releasing the legs, releasing back down to the earth, gently moving our body up and down. In the plow pose, it's not like you're driving and really plowing your feet forward. It's good to find a slow movement. I mean, you could definitely rock back and forth, rocking but gently, engaging the core at all means possible. Engaging the core, powering through the palms of the hands, and bringing those legs to that chair right above you, feeling the openness of the spine, staying right here. And as you're here, you can grab, feeling supported with your hands in the back of your hips, bringing your legs right above you, maybe doing some inverted bicycles, bringing that spine as straight up as you can, and bicycling, pedaling up into the earth. We're upside down. We're in this reality where we're pedaling, and it feels amazing, opening up, finding a nice vertical stretch, finding that energy shooting up to the tops of the feet, reversing, inverted bicycle, inverting back. Beautiful work. If your spine is trying to fall forward, give it a gentle encouragement right back. Gently exhaling. You could also bring those legs nice and vertical or diagonal in this direction, pointing through the feet. Bending here, returning back to your plow. And if you feel like you don't need a chair, let go, I got it. Oh, don't pull on me. And if you don't need the chair, it comes gently and naturally. You can kind of roll the knees up to the nose and tuck and stay here. Can you not? Yeah, no. If you can tuck and stay here a while, feel free to kind of open the legs a little bit and tuck and stay and let the feet move. It's kind of a mind game. You move that chair. You have to, for me, it was letting go of the fact that I'm actually curling into a ball. So out of the mind, opening the heart with Ujjayi breaths, melting those legs as far back as they will go, allowing your body to go to what feels good. You can release those arms. I like to keep mine here. Breathing Ujjayi breath. Creating that nice shape. Powering through the core, coming back, tucking together, finding integrity of the spine. Always tuning into what feels good. Bringing those knees straight up, 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 up. And gently folding back down, allowing that spine to softly and gently roll back to the earth. Rolling back to the earth. Returning back down. My head just popped up, that's okay. Allowing yourself to be for a moment. I know it would be great to just finish here and say, oh, we're all done after all that hard work, but we want to find a nice counter pose, because torquing our spine in that direction and just letting it straighten out is not healthy. We want to keep a healthy spine. Jack's a little sweet little potato. Gently tuck it, putting those soles of those feet up, getting up with your own weight, moving that pelvis over, and you can help yourself up in finding a mini cobra, placing the tops of the feet into the earth, bringing up a little bit, coming back down, exhaling, finding a nice counter pose, stretching up, baby cobra, powering back up onto the knees, finding that bandha, putting your blanket under your knees for a cobra, back and forth, scooping down, squeezing those arms in, coming straight up. Chaturanga. This is the chaturanga on the knees. Powering back for a gentle chaturanga again. Squeezing the shoulder blades in. And being careful, because chaturanga is a very intense shoulder movement. And if you just blow right through it, there's stories of people blowing their complete shoulder out of alignment. So really tuning into those elbows and the arms and engaging, pulling in through here, pulling in through the core, not allowing the arms to wing out too far, creating injuries here. Squeezing, I'll come forward so you can see what I'm talking about. Squeezing those arms forward like this. You can also practice this move if it gets a little tricky. If you have a block or a book, let's find a bigger book. Or if you have some kids' blocks, like whatever these are, puzzles, grabbing that box and placing your hands around it and practicing on all fours, sliding down and coming back up through the core. Exhaling, sliding down and coming back up with the core. And this is teaching you how to engage that core muscle and keeping those arms and shoulders together. And as you can drop that box, putting your hands back down onto the earth, squeezing them together, and you can shoot down for that chaturanga, scooping forward into a lovely cobra. If you're feeling strong on the tops of the feet, powering up, holding right here. Beautiful work. Exhaling. Feeling that lovely stretch. Coming back onto your tabletop to all fours. Feeling some nice cow and cats. Allowing that spine to neutralize. Go ahead. Jack's being a little creeper and snacky time. Go ahead, snack around me. I love you. Finding some nice cow and cats. Neutralizing, pushing back up into downward facing dog. This is going to just help us extend to the spine. And I'm rotating the opposite knee and my head in towards the opposite side. Feeling a nice stretch here on my spine. Letting go, breathing in, being grateful for all this hard work you put in, walking those legs out, sinking the knees back down. Freeing the spine, allowing yourself to let go, sink back, sink back. On the next inhale, we're going to find a wall for an inverted wall. Find a wall in a blanket and put your blanket right up on the wall. Sit sideways on the wall. Take a moment if you need. Sit back and gently sit back and rotate down onto your elbows. Putting your feet up into the air, going as far forward as that feels good, and just bringing those feet up in a relaxed pose if this feels good. Stay here for our final pose of relaxation. You can stay here with your inverted feet up on the wall. You can crunch them in. I'm going to bring them in a little bit and roll from side to side, feeling the support of my body. Tuning into gratitude, coming back to that intention of opening and feeling truly grateful here. Releasing down into your mat for our final pose of surrender, Savasana. So staying up or laying down and allowing yourself to let go and melt down into the moment. Powering down, tuning in, relaxing the toes, relaxing the ankles, relaxing the calf muscles, relaxing the knees, relaxing the thighs, relaxing the hips, relaxing the navel into the spine, allowing the spine to melt down into the mat. As your spine melts down into the mat, feel your shoulder blades melt down, your collarbone, that bone that supports your shoulders, allowing your biceps, the upper arms and the lower arms, and your hands to melt into the mat. Feeling each finger relax into the earth, pressing gently as the earth is supporting back at you. Allowing yourself to feel supported. Venturing up, relaxing the neck, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the cheek, relaxing the tongue, relaxing the ears, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the eye sockets, relaxing the intuitive center, the third eye, relaxing the scalp, relaxing the skull, and relaxing the crown of your head. Allowing yourself to drift deeper into this pose of surrender. You can heal your body. You can heal your life. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, my very being, and radiates out from me in all directions, and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of love makes me feel good. It is an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, therefore I take loving care of my body. I lovingly feed it nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrantly health and energy. I love myself, therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. Melting deeper down into the relaxation, I fill the rooms with the vibrations of love, so that all who enter, myself included, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore I work at a job that I truly enjoy doing, one that uses my creative talents and abilities, working with and for people that I love and that love me, and earning a good income. I love myself, therefore I behave and think in a loving way to all people. Relaxing deeper. I love you so much. That was from Louise Hay. You can heal your life. I love you, Louise. And I love you so much. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself. As you melt deeper into this moment, take as long as you need. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed that as much as I did.